Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Monday.
Monday.
It's Monday.
It's Monday. Ugh, it's Monday.
Yeah.
It's not a magical Monday.
No.
It's not even a mystical Monday.
I'm very tired Monday.
It's a monstrous Monday.
Yeah.
Monday fun day, maybe. I don't know. I'm not having much fun today.
I got 6 hours of sleep.
That's not good.
It's not great.
I got 8 hours and 8 minutes. Went to bed a little early last night. Listened to a bit of Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I started falling asleep, so I was like, I can't miss this. He's currently chilling. He's about to do faction wars, and there's like an army now. There's like an army of previous crawlers and some people from the cookbook. And he's like being all emotional. He's like, oh, I can't believe you're here. And they're all like, shark pig, hoo-ha, like all at the same time.
Right.
They're not saying that. I forget what they said. They have some sort of chant, and he gets all emotional.
Yeah. I know. I don't know. It's been a minute now since I've listened to a lot of those books.
Yeah.
I'd have to give myself like a refresher on them. I don't know when the next one comes out. Ages probably.
Yeah, probably never.
So I'm not really worried about it too much.
How was your weekend?
I don't know. What happened?
I don't really know. I visited my grandpa, and we drove around a lot, and that was fun.
Yeah.
He was complaining about the roads. He was like, God damn, they haven't touched these roads since I was a kid. You can tell.
Yeah.
There's like lots of potholes, and there was like a bridge we went over, and the connection from the bridge to the road was uneven. So he went over it and went ka-thunk really bad, and he was like, God damn.
Yeah. What was he in?
He was in my in the Kia.
Okay. That one's really stiff too.
Yeah.
So
Still has that weird problem where like the steering wheel goes back and forth. It's not really an issue whenever you're on like back roads, but once you get on the highway, it's almost unbearable.
I don't understand how you could take that to the manufacturer and be like, this is clearly a problem, and them go, no, that's normal.
Yeah. It was very strange. They're like, nope, it's a feature. They probably didn't say that, but they were like, no, nothing can be done. It's normal. It's fine.
That's just dog shit.
It is quite an older Kia. I don't think the newer Kias have that kind of issue.
Yeah.
I don't even know what causes it. I don't get it.
I don't know. I just like play in the something, and that shouldn't exist.
Something about the Stanley's wheel not coupling, not marrying to the right night coupler.
Right. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, no, work is really nasty for me. It's still just the same problem. It's going to be like this the rest of the week, so I don't know. I got nothing to say about work. And I'm just kind of really hoping to come home, and I want to make like chicken or whatever, like shredded chicken. It should be fun.
Yeah, that should be really tasty.
And like some sandwiches out of that or whatever. And then like, I don't know, I guess play Guild Wars. Maybe.
I'll probably stream some Skyrim tonight. I've been gotten the hankering for it. Although, I also have hankerings for other games. Because I played a bunch of other games over the weekend, like The Sims 1.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Doing some the whole game is basically just about min-maxing your stuff. You're like, well, I've got an hour. What can I do? Should I take a shower? Should I look at fish? There's such like a weird, like fish in that game are OP.
Yeah.
Like they give, like you would think they don't give you any fun at all. Because it has a fun rating of 1, which that's like dog shit. And the TV has a fun rating of 4. But you can somehow get more fun from the fish than you with the TV because of the way like the ticks are calculated. So like you look at the fish and it only takes 10 minutes, and that's 1 fun tick.
Right.
But with watching the TV, it takes like an hour to get 1 tick.
Right.
So in the time you can do 1 tick for 4, or you can do 6 ticks for 10 or for 1.
Right.
And it ends up being more than the TV. So you just sit there and just cough at the fish. He goes,
yeah.
and he's like, he's having the most fun of his entire fucking life.
Yeah, I basically, whenever every time I was playing that, it felt basically just like micromanaging simulator. And you do have to kind of like go like, all right, do I take a shower or do I look at fish? Or do I like try to exercise or whatever? Like, do I have enough of this to exercise?
Yeah.
Do I need to do this right now? Like, and you're just sort of like balancing that shit the entire time.
Sometimes it's worth it to go in debt for one Moodle to increase the Moodle for another thing. So like one day, be like, I'm not having much fun, but I also need social, so I'll invite people over and risk, being low on fun to get my social meter back up.
Right. Yeah. It's basically just a whole lot of that, but it's fun. I know that Sims 3 is like way more forgiving, and
Yeah.
I think even 2 might be.
Most definitely. It's honestly, even Sims 1 is pretty forgiving. It's just
It
Sims
takes
1
a while.
for the PS2 is a different game than Sims 1 for the PC.
Oh, all right. Yeah. It's a very, you have to be very attentive.
Mm-hmm. I do like Sims 1 for the PlayStation 2 quite a lot. Probably not as much as the one for the PC because it's just, there's more you can do in that game. But
Right.
for the Sims 1 on the PS2, it's a lot more unique because it actually has a campaign.
Right. Yeah. And it has co-op split screen. Which
That's the Sims 2 for the PS2.
Oh, well, still. At least the console version says split screen.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like the Sims 2 on the PC is technically better than the Sims 2 on the PS2, but I feel like the Sims 2 on the PS2 is just more fun because you got the couch co-op and the campaign.
Right. Yeah.
Sims 2 on the PC and Sims 1 on the PC are more like sandboxy, make your own fun.
Right. Yeah, there's a load of games. I was also we were playing that the Hunter game.
Call the Wild.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, gator hunting.
But with the DLC stuff, it was like stupidly easy. Like I got off with like $16,000 and like tons and tons of stuff. I'm like, well, this is crazy. I might play that more sometime, but allegedly it runs well on the Steam Deck. I say well, it's technically completely unsupported and has no certification at all. But people say that if you lock it to 40 FPS, then it runs fine and you can totally play it. But I don't know how playing that game with a controller would be.
Yeah.
It might be kind of awful. But the good thing about that is if it runs at all on the Steam Deck, then it will probably run fine, like just fine on the Steam machine. When that someday eventually happens.
Maybe.
One day in the very, 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 very far future someday.
I don't know. I found Call of the Wild quite satisfying, though. I do kind of want to play it more.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
I don't think I'd play it alone, though.
I feel like it would be a good Steam Deck game if it doesn't suck to play.
Yeah.
Because it's chill enough that you're just like wandering around hunting stuff down and shooting it. But yeah, it doesn't feel like there's really any pressure in it.
Except for when you got a gator running at you.
I mean, then you just shoot it in the
You
head.
dome it.
It's like literally like you can't miss when it's running at you.
Yeah.
I was farming them just by walking along the edge of the water and waiting for one to charge me, and then I just back up and shoot it. And I just kept getting like loads of them that way. Also, that DLC rifle is kind of ridiculous because I was able to just like one shot anything I saw.
Yeah.
I'd see like a giant like deer or moose in the distance, and I'd just shoot it once, and it would run like a little bit and then die.
You only have to track it. Like it falls like a couple feet from where you shot it.
Yeah, I shot one in the ass and it died, like sideways, and it still just died. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, but I don't know. This seems kind of cool. I'm a little like I don't like how fast paced it is. Like again, I understand that like they're like, well, it's because of the DLC, but still, there's just a lot of animals.
They're everywhere.
Like it's kind of insane how many there are, and I feel like a hunting game should be more about like you should feel more like, oh shit, like I fucking finally found one, and like get really low and try to like it's probably gameplay wise they play tested it and they're like it's not as fun if there's not enough animals. But then on the other hand, I feel like a hunting game should be about that a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I would like to see like if DayZ would take some of the mechanics in that game. Like it would be cool if you could track animals in DayZ,
Yeah.
find their tracks, and then maybe not have it like where there's like a UI thing where it like pops up and shows you the direction, but being able to, like, because in DayZ you can track players if you're on a snowy map, because the footsteps, you'll see them. And there's also like blood trails in DayZ too.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool if you could like find animal droppings and you can investigate it. It'd be like super old or very fresh. And you're like, oh, it's fresh. You look around for animal tracks on the ground, and then you could do that other thing where like, is it old or fresh?
I never used any of that when I was playing. I would see something running in a direction and I just keep following it in the direction I saw it moving.
Yeah.
And then I'd kill it eventually. It didn't really feel like there was any need for the whole tracking mechanic.
Like, sure, there's just animals everywhere.
Yeah. Like, it makes more sense.
I stumbled upon a moose.
Mm-hmm. Like, it feels like it makes more sense, again, if the weapons are really weak. But then even then, the game shouldn't be like that. You should be able to get a caliber that you should be able to kill almost anything in one shot. I guess like the lethal distance is the thing that rifle makes stupidly easy. Because maybe you just have to get like so much closer to stuff, and that's where the main challenge of the game comes from.
Yeah.
But with that rifle, it's just you just kind of like boop when it dies.
Boop, dead.
I don't know. It's kind of a weird way to experience that game.
Yeah. Also, we didn't really have I feel like there's a lot of more progression that you're supposed to experience in that game, because Paradoxical kind of set us up.
Yeah.
He had like all these tents pre-placed for us, so we could just teleport over there.
Yeah, but then I also, like, as much as he was saying how much it mattered, it didn't feel like it took, like, I nonchalantly walked all the way across, like, the little continent we were on while playing, like, all the way around the edge of the thing, like the river or whatever, and, like, I was covering mad distance just by walking, like, wandering and following herds and stuff, so I didn't really feel like having a ton of tents made that much of a difference. I only teleported to the first place I went to, and then after that I just wandered.
Yeah.
So I don't really get what the big deal is about all the tents, really. But, because, like, if you're so worried about hunting in a specific area, then just put your tent down and then walk out somewhere before you start hunting. And then you don't have to worry about it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't get it. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want to go back. I don't want to do this.
I don't have to go to work on Wednesday.
Yeah, I would take a day off, but I definitely can't. I have the shit we're doing is too important right now.
Shit's too real right now, man.
I can't really do anything. I don't know, it's that, but I'm locked. I'm deadlocked in it, so I can't even make progress in the really important shit that I gotta do. It's massive stressy.
I'm
Awful.
sorry you're in this place.
Garbage.
For me, I'm out of the stress period of work. Like, everything's going good again. I've got a normal project. I had to send one email again, but it's about getting a normal project in my name.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. No more construction coordinating crap for at least this week.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm really lucky, I might be out of it by the next week.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. It is what it is, though. I don't know, man. I just want to play a video game and relax. I finished the Harry Potter, the newest full cast one, which was cool, but then immediately after I was like, damn it, now I don't know what to do.
One more Harry Potter.
Yeah, so this sucks. I just started listening to like Hitchhiker's Guide because it's there, and it was like, whatever, I guess I'll do that.
A classic.
So that's kind of what I've been focusing on. Yeah, I did the last like 30 minutes of work too. I didn't really do anything because I'm waiting at this point. I'm just waiting on stuff, and I'm too scared to ask for more stuff to do. Like, but that's what I need to do when I get back in there. Like, if nothing's changed when I come back from this break, then I have to ask for more stuff to just pile on top of the stuff I already have.
Pile on top of the stuff you can't do.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It's an ever-growing problem. And they'll probably send me like many things too if I ask. So I don't really get an option of like, only send me this many things. They're just going to send me what they have. So, yeah.
Hey, Google, what's the point of life if not to suffer?
It sounds like you're going through a really tough time right now, and it can feel overwhelming when things are hard. Please know that you don't have to carry these feelings alone, and there are people who care and want to help.
Great.
It's brave to share how you're feeling. You can connect with someone right away by texting home to 74174.
Carry my feelings for me.
It sounds like you're wishing for someone to take some of that weight off your
Specifically
shoulders.
you.
As
Yeah.
Gemini for home, I can't
Hey,
physically
Google.
carry your feelings.
Silence.
Poor Google.
Well, it talks too much.
It does its best.
We gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, I guess I'll just leave and go to work.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, at least tomorrow's Tuesday. Jesus Christ.
I hope anything happens soon. News about anything at all.
There's a meteor coming to blow us all
That
up.
would be fine. That would be fine. I would be okay with this.
Embrace it.
Anything.
Charge down the meteor with a little flag of Earth on it.
Mm.
All right, well, to Tuesday. Hopefully meteor kills us all.
Yeah,
Yay,
all right,
bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Tuesday.
Yeah, whatever.
Sorry for being late. If you listening, you won't know that we're late, other than it's going to be a short episode, but I made a salad. Oh my God. And it took a lot more time than expected.
Right. Technically, I'm not late.
Yeah, you were here the whole time.
I was here. I was ready.
You were just sitting there waiting and skating and
I don't skate.
hating and
I don't hate.
tating.
I don't know who.
You don't tate either?
I don't. I'm not really. Don't really know that Taten that well. Yeah,
I don't know any other words.
It's back. It's the same thing. It's the same deal. Back in the same week. The hell week.
Back in the sack.
It's the same as the last week, but it's the same.
My day started fine, and then I submitted work, and I was like, "Hey, I need more work," and then he gave me more work. And yeah, back in the same situation where I'm emailing construction and they're like, oh, I don't know how to do my job. Can you please tell me what we have to do? And I'm like, I can't tell you what we have to do. You're supposed to tell us what we have to do. And they're like, oh, okay, let me see if I can figure that out. And then we don't hear anything back from them. So I asked for more work, and then I get a new job and I have to email the construction people, and they're like, hey, can you tell me what to do? And they're like, oh, Can you tell us what to do? And it's just that over and over and over again.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just want to die. So I don't even want to talk about, because I've already said it 1,000 times. It's the same thing. I've said it over and over again. But I've been listening to Ready Player One again because I didn't know what else to play or listen to, and I just wanted to listen to something that's like fun because I'm miserable. And I really, really like those books. So they're awesome.
I do have the book, but I haven't listened to it.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's two of them.
No, I only have the first one.
But it's pretty fucking A tier. Like, they're really good. What sucks about it is that the movie's so much worse than the book. The movie's a completely different story. It's not the book at all. Like, it's like a movie based on the book, kinda. Like, it's like based on the concept of the book, but it doesn't follow the book's story at all. Like, the book's story makes so much more sense than the movie. The movie is just like him discovering the first things that he has to discover to get on the leaderboard and stuff, to like begin the sort of journey to like figuring out what the hell what's his face's thing was. I'm speaking a lot of vagueness, but
He does the thing and he has to find the place.
Yeah.
With the guy.
Those challenges make way more sense in the book than in the movie. In the movie, it was like there was a race, and it was like, oh, everybody's racing, and he's just like, what if I go backwards? And he goes backwards and he finds something, and it's like, well, that's fucking stupid.
Wow.
Like, no one tried to go backwards ever. Like, in the book, it makes sense. Like, it was an actual puzzle. Like, it was a thing that would be hard to figure out. You had to learn a lot of things to figure out how to get to this thing in order to do the thing. Like, everything makes sense, and it's like skill-based stuff that like actually sounds challenging. And it's like, yeah, that's cool. And the movie, they're just like, yeah, like, but then he flipped the paper upside down. Oh, there it is.
Dun,
like,
dun,
like
dun.
it's like that the whole time. And it's like, well, this is stupid.
I don't remember anything from the movie. I fell asleep. I remember the Iron Giants in it, and then there was like
Yeah.
a big battle scene.
It doesn't, like, I think the Iron Giant's in the books, but like that's one of the only things that's in the book that's also in the movie. Like,
Isn't it all Warner Brothers stuff?
yeah,
in the
it's
movie?
only Warner Brothers stuff, and it's really, really insulting to the book because of that. Because in the book, it's like fucking everything. Like, everything's in the book. Like, it's basically everything you can think of is inside of that book. It's so many games are referenced, so many movies, so many songs, so many everything. It's like the infinite pop culture, 80s pop culture book ever. It just got it all. And then the movie was just like, yeah, well, this is just a Warner's brother version of this kind of story, sort of. And it really just, it sucks. That being said, the movie isn't a bad movie, but it's almost like it's almost like they should have just called it something else and did something completely different, and like accepted that they're doing something different instead of even making it seem like they were trying to do the book.
Spy Kids 5.
What do you think of that?
I don't know. The from what I remember from the movie, it really reminded me of Spy Kids 3. They're like in a game, and it's all computer stuff.
Like it makes everything feels way more grounded in the book, and the movie also doesn't do it justice because you're not, being able to see it doesn't help anything. Like, it kind of sucks to see it. Like, you have to imagine a world where like it's like many years in the future, and everyone is starving, and the gap between the rich and the poor is so absurd, and like most people have like nothing. But then you like the story follows a kid who's living in like things got so bad that like everybody was rushing to slums and like trailer park areas to find any place to live, and then it became so dense that they started stacking trailers on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So he lives in like this trailer park where there's like many trailers all stacked on top of each other, and he's like, it's like dangerous to navigate it. And he like basically lives in a junkyard, and he's able to access the Artemis stuff because the government the schools will supply one to students who don't go to public schools, and so it's the only way that they can get schooling. So he has access to one of these things, and it's basically just this, like, it's like glasses that you wear, but it like shoots lasers into your eye, like low powered lasers to like create the world around you. So that's their like sci-fi way of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it has like gloves and stuff, but it's like this virtual reality thing. But he's too poor to do anything. So he just goes to school, and he never leaves the school planet because he can't do anything. He doesn't have any money. So he's just like some poor kid who's like miserable, and his family sucks really bad, and he just like runs off and hides in a junkyard and like abandoned cars and like an abandoned van and a pile of cars. That he's like rigged up to like make a space for himself where he can be alone, and then he goes into this world. And this is like many years after the CEO of the company died that created the Artemis stuff, and like he put in his will that if somebody can solve this series of things, if they can figure out this puzzle that he created, then they not only get like all of his money that he had before he died, which is like billions of dollars, but they also get access to the software. So like they own it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but for many years, people have been trying to do that, and no one's ever figured it out. So it's like this is many years in the future past when he died. So like, again, the puzzles must be fucking hard if for many years everyone's been trying to get it. And there's like it's so important, it's so big that there's like literal companies that have been created. Like there's one called the Sixers, and it's like this organization that was backed by like many millions of dollars just to hire people just to search for this thing. So it's like there's this whole corporate thing around it, and then this kid like studied enough of like his background lore and stuff to solve the first puzzle. And then that leads to hints to find the next puzzles. And then it's just like a waterfall effect after that. But like,
Sounds like in the movie they just hired a bunch of chuckleheads.
what do you mean?
And they can't like drive a car backwards.
I don't know. Like, none of it really made any sense. The movie was just awful. Like, they didn't, I don't know. The movie just can't do it justice. And the books are way long. Like, it's a long story because there's a lot to explain. It's like, there's very nuance, there's a lot of nuance to it. And it's done in a much more realistic way. The movie makes it really goofy. Like, it's not a goofy story. It's like a literal it's like a fucked up world where, like, this is the way that society is, and it's much darker than that. And it's much more believable than that. But the movie makes it just really weird. Yeah. I don't know. But again, all of that being said, it's not a bad movie, but the book is so good, and it's insulting to even give it the same name as the book. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just listening to the book. Can barely do that, though.
I'm excited to not work tomorrow.
Yeah. I'm hoping that work will be better tomorrow.
It's possible, but I don't think it's probable.
I don't know. But we already have to, like, go.
Yeah, sorry.
This is just like the Ready Player One episode segment.
Bit thing day.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get back to it. To tomorrow. Yay.
Yay.
Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah.
Happy Wednesday. I didn't go to work today.
Right.
Had the day off today. Just been chilling at home. I worked out in the morning and then took a shower, did some Spanish homework.
Yeah.
And then, ate a little bit of salad. Now here I am. I'm streaming The Sims 1. It's going very nice.
Very cool.
Very fun.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been working. It is slowly starting to kind of, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel of the end of the nightmare stuff that's been happening with work.
That's good.
Like, I think we're about to get through the worst of it, so hopefully, like, tomorrow's going to be breezy and things are just going to chill out. But I've been mostly paying attention to Ready Player One. It's kind of been my main focus.
How far into the book are you?
More than halfway, easily. Like, I probably have like 4 hours left of it, or something like that.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I am excited to eventually get to that book. It's just another book on the list.
Yeah, I really do think you should do it. Like, I think you should listen to that one because that one's really good, dude. It's awesome, and like, I'm probably gonna go all the way through it and then go through the second one again.
Doesn't Will Wheaton do the voice acting in that book? Or am I thinking of The Martian?
Well,
I know he does The Martian.
yeah, I was about to say, like, I'm pretty sure he does The Martian, but I want to say yes because the voice is very familiar, so I feel like that's probably right. But regardless, it's really good. Like, the guy that does it is really good. Yeah, it's very dark though. Book is dark. I honestly thought, like, I remember it being kind of dark, but I didn't remember it being as dark in just the first book. But it is pretty dark. But in like a fun, good way. In like a satisfying way.
Yeah.
It just does everything a little bit better than the movies did. Or the movie, rather.
Is the book very funny at all?
I mean, yeah. It's, it's not, like, not funny. It has moments in it. But it's mostly, like, it's just very satisfying. But it definitely, like, takes itself pretty serious. I don't think that when you're listening to it, you're going to think, You'll have too many moments where you're like, this should be funnier.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's just good. But yeah, I think it definitely might have has some moments in it. But,
some silly moments.
Yeah, I don't know. I love it. I love that freaking book. Oh my god, dude. I made that shredded chicken, that barbecue chicken the other day.
Yeah.
I am still chowing down on that.
It is very good.
It is so good. I think all you did was add like onions and garlic to it or whatever.
I made sure I caramelized the onions before I added it.
Yeah. Dude, that stuff is so awesome. And I have to feel like I need to eat like most of it today. Because I don't know how much longer that shit's going to last.
Yeah, I can definitely eat a little bit. I'll make like a sandwich or something.
Yeah, I was thinking about buying more buns because I think there's so much of it that I think I might need to. But there's still like 2 out there. And then I do plan on going to the gym today. Because I need to start going back to the fucking gym, dude.
That'll be nice.
It's been a disaster. I've been just treating my body like trash.
I know you weren't going to the gym during that flu period. Did you stop going to the gym before that?
It was maybe a little bit, but it was mostly like winter, like when the snow started coming.
Yeah,
That's when I started like really just slacking, and since then I haven't done much. Yesterday I kicked my own ass though. Like I am really sore. I did a lot of shit that I never do. Like I was laying on my back with the lighter weights, and then sort of basically just gimbaling, where like I'd be on my back, my arm would be flat, and then I'd lift it up and then above my head. And then back up, and then all the way to the right, and then back up, and then down. I did that basically like the rotator cuff stuff. I think today that's what's the most sore on me is because I never do that. But I basically just ran through my whole thing until I was exhausted, and then called it. But I feel better today than I felt in a while just from doing that. So
definitely is really good to hear. Working out is very important for the mood.
Well, no, that was a problem. That's why I needed to do it, because I started just getting like depressed. Like I started having depressing thoughts, and I was like, "Where are these fucking coming from?" I was like, "Oh, it's because I haven't done anything for like a couple weeks." So yeah, but that's where I'm at.
I want to get back to working out like before I go to work, because it's really good to do that. Like, there's nothing wakes me up more than working out in the morning and taking a cold shower, and it just makes the rest of the day feel full of energy and fantastic. It sucks because then you have to go to bed early, and then you got to wake up early, and you're like, the last thing you want to do after getting out of a warm bed is putting on work gear and then fucking doing hard stuff, especially because your body's still all sleepy, so it's even more difficult.
Right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever tried to work out in the mornings, really. I mean, I think in the past maybe, but not since we've lived here. It's always like an afternoon. For me. It's like I want to do it as soon as I get off work.
Yeah.
So like as soon as I get off work today, I'm probably gonna run to Kroger. But I'm still like in a busy mood like mindset where I'm like I've been working all day. Get off work, go to Kroger, like do whatever chores or whatever I need to do, and then like do my workout. And then once that's done, I take a shower, I feel refreshed, and then I can do whatever the hell I want the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Like my grunt work is over, kind of deal. Because if I get home and then get comfortable, I almost never do like work out.
Oh yeah.
After that, like I can't let myself be comfortable.
The worst thing is like being drowsy after work. You're like, I'm going to take a quick nap and then I'll work out. You're not going to work out. You're just going to sleep and then fucking it's going to be over.
Right.
But yeah, whenever I was unemployed, I used to work. That used to be the first thing I do in the morning is work out. And then also at Taco Bell, I used to do that too. It was just before I go to Taco Bell, I'd do a quick like 20 or 30 minute workout.
Yeah.
And then also I've done it a few times while working here, but has never been like a habit of mine for this job. But I really want to make it. So it would take a couple of annoying lifestyle changes, like going to bed even earlier than I already go to bed now.
Right. Yeah. How far are you in Dungeon Crawler Carl?
I'm on the inevitable ruin.
Okay. What's after that?
I don't think the book is out after that.
Okay. So, all right. Well, then what's your plan for after you finish that one?
After I finish Dungeon Crawler Carl, I'm going to read the next Expeditionary Force.
Okay.
And then I want to listen to the Harry Potter full cast books.
Yes.
And then after that, I want to listen to the Player One stuff.
Okay. Epic. Awesome. Those are all sweet. Dude, that's an awesome lineup because that's really cool. Because first of all, the last Dungeon Crawler book is really good. And then Expeditionary Force was awesome. But again, the cliffhanger's insane. And then from there, you're all the Harry Potter, and you have 2 in a row. Which
I think I have 3.
3, that's insane. I'm jealous as fuck about that because listening to them like as they come out sucks. So that's gonna be awesome. And then yeah, dude, Ready Player One. Oh, I don't like. Fuck, I kind of forgot about Ready Player One. And when I was like, because I was like just looking through my library of stuff, like looking for something to listen to. When I saw them again, I was like, that's exactly what I need right now. Is Ready Player One.
Yeah.
Like it's just such an awesome, like super like it pulls you in, and the story is like really like it's just super good and you don't want to stop. And it's also like it's a fun book to read because I always end up looking things up while I'm listening to it. So like they make loads of references to things that I'm not really familiar with. Like today was talking about Max Headroom, which I didn't really know anything about. But do you know anything? Do you know what?
Never heard of them.
Max Headroom is like. It was like in the 80s. I think it basically came from the UK, but it was just like before, like obviously way before like CGI or any kind of even really computer generated stuff was even feasible at that point. Like anything beyond like lines moving on the screen was crazy. But it was basically this show where this dude would dress up and like wear like a super plasticky face. So like he'd put like plastic all over himself, like whatever you call it, like basically just a bunch of makeup to make him look really plasticky and fake. There's an ambulance going by and it's so loud right now.
I can't hear you.
But anyway, and then he would just like go on camera and like pretend to be like this guy, and he had like this whole backstory where like the reason why he's called Max Headroom is I think he died because he hit his head on a sign that said Max Headroom. Like it was a sign. It was like, this is the maximum headroom you have.
Oh,
and he
I see.
hit his head against it,
And then died.
or whatever. And and then they like took his brain and like put it into a computer. But then, but like a bunch of people came in, like criminals came in, and then they like stole it all. But they were gonna sell it. But then they decided to just like throw it away or something. But then somebody found it. I don't know what it's a really weird backstory. But yeah. And then like so it's just like this dude that talks into the camera, and he'll be like, my name is Max Headroom, and like he'll just pretend to do that sort of shit. But then all of the effects and stuff on it are just clearly somebody with a delay rack. Like it's literally like Longmont Potion Castle kind of deal where they're just like looping words he's saying and like up pitching it and down pitching it or whatever, and he just sits in front of the camera and just says stuff. It's just weird. But apparently it was like really, really big in the 80s. And then even there's like an Eminem, like in Eminem's music videos. I forgot which one. I think it might be Slim Shady. He's got a bit where he's basically doing a parody of it. So Eminem's on camera and he's like doing this, and he's like got like the plasticky makeup on.
I feel like I have a mental image of this.
Yeah. Like he's done parodies of it, and I didn't know what the reference was at the time, but now I get it because of this book. And then also there's this famous bit where during a Doctor Who broadcast, somebody hacked into the stream and there was like a fake version of Max Headroom, some guy with like this awful mask, and he looked super creepy. And then like he was on camera saying stuff, and the audio was really bad. And then at some point, like it ends with somebody like with like straight up their ass out, and then somebody spanking them.
Oh my god!
And it was just like, and then it just aired on TV, and then that was that. And it was just super bizarre. But there's a whole lot of lore around Max Headroom, but I had no idea what it was. But in this book, our main character at some point has like this AI that he was trying to come up with a personality for it, and that's the one he settled on, because again, the whole book. Basically, it doesn't take place in the 80s, it takes place in the far future, but the whole concept around it is like all of these people are trying to get this money from this super rich guy, and the only way to get it is to really understand the mind of the guy that basically set this contest up. And his childhood was in the 80s, and all of this reference material that he used in order to create the contest was based on his childhood. So there's these people called like gunters, and all they do is study his childhood. So literally he doesn't listen to anything but 80s music. He doesn't watch anything but movies and shows from the 80s. Like that's all of the content that him and all of the gunters consume. So it's like basically it's just massively 80s filled content inside of this book, and that's what it's all about. And like obviously the games and stuff. So yeah, loads of references to like weird 80s stuff, like just obscure 80s content, and as you're listening, you'll sometimes be like, what is that? And you'll like look it up and you'll learn some weird tidbit about some strange 80s thing.
It is really fun to have like weird specific knowledge like that.
Right. No, it's just fun. It's just interesting. And then like obviously also tons of music. Like they make loads of references to songs, and I'll like look them up and I'm like, oh, that's fun.
It's a bop.
But yeah, I don't know, man. I love that book. I've been digging it, and I do not want to go back to work.
You don't have to go back.
I do though. I have to go back. Everything I have is important still. It's high priority. But
Love some HP fucking work. Oh, that sucks.
But it will eventually it will settle down, I think.
Really not looking forward to work tomorrow because I know there's a lot of shit going on the air. Because I've got like something like 4 or 5 projects right now that are just on hold because of the freaking construction people being like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you please explain? And I feel like my supervisor is dealing with a lot of that stuff today. So probably when I go back tomorrow, I'm going to have like 100 email chains I have to go through, and then a bunch of missed calls and messages from construction people being like, oh, sorry, I know what I'm doing now. You got to press this button.
Right.
And I got to sort through all that and then figure out which projects have to get out first.
Yeah. Yay. I don't know, man.
But for now, I must embrace the day offness.
Yeah, well, I gotta embrace the suck. I have to go back. I have to go back now, I guess. So whatever.
I hope it doesn't suck too bad.
Yeah. It'll be, but it is what it is. So, I guess I'll see ya.
Be safe, senor. Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Lunch.
Break.
Just lunch.
Lunch. Today is Thursday. Welcome back to the Thursday episode.
Yeah.
What did you have for lunch today?
No, that doesn't matter. I had crackers.
That sounds delicious.
I just need to put something in my body so it doesn't make noises while I work.
I had the rest of the salad. It was a quite solid salad. I think a little bit. I went too ham on the spinach. I think next time I make the salad, I'll put all the ingredients in first, and then I'll put the spinach in.
Right.
It was too spinachy. Or I could use the same amount of spinach, but make sure I do a better job at cutting the spinach, because it was just a little inconvenient to have those big giant spinach leaves in every bite.
Right.
Made me feel like a horse or something, just cropping.
That's nice. It's, sometimes it's cool to feel like a horse.
Yeah, horses are pretty cool.
Yep.
I love horses.
Okay.
But
Tis.
yeah, big news. Things are ramping up all over the place. Yesterday was the first time that all 3 of us were on camera on the couch at the same time.
Yeah, that was weird.
It's a pretty big milestone.
I guess.
In Dungeon Crawler Carl either could have blown up the solar system, or he could have unleashed hell. And he decided to unleash hell.
Right.
At work, projects are finally getting out. Kinda. Like one project got out, but the other projects are still up in the air, being fucked around with so apologize for the French, for the construction crew. And
shit's starting to move.
yeah, shit's moving. Got some laxatives in there or something. Spanish class, going fantastic. Fantastico, I should say. Just watched a video about Olga Lucia and Sarah and Manuel and Juanjo going on a vacation to Toledo, and they wanted to go see museums and historic stuff, but Juanjo wanted to go to the sea, and he was being a big buzzkill.
Ooh, drama.
Big drama. And they ended up pranking him by making him fall into a fountain.
Right.
And they were like, "Are you happy now?" And he obviously was not happy.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I think that covers everything.
Breaking news! Breaking news! Another segment of he's in that. I realized this is probably a lot of people. Another segment of he's in that, but everybody else already knew this. I was like looking at pictures of people's faces, and then I realized that the guy who plays Punisher, like Marvel Punisher,
Yeah.
that's the dude from The Walking Dead. That's like Rick's the other guy that tries
Rick
to
Grimes?
take not Rick, but the other guy that tries to like take control of the group the whole time at the beginning of the show, like his friend
Oh,
or whatever.
Noseman. Sean.
Is it Sean? Yeah, I guess so.
They're in the woods.
Yeah,
Man.
it's him. He's the guy that plays him.
He's a very distinctive facial
I don't know
feature,
why I never
people.
really put the two together. It's weird.
He's also the guy from, I don't know what it's from. He's from the meme.
What?
The, oh no, wait, no.
Oh
Oh no, wait.
yeah.
And then he's also in Fury. He's I think he's the gunner in the tank.
Huh.
That's all I know him from. Walking Dead, the meme, and the tank.
Also, I recently was trying to figure out what kind of webcam to get, because like I like to do stuff. We have the webcam in the living room because we've been using it while streaming and recording stuff on the Steam Deck. But I kind of wanted to have a webcam because I was in my room and I was like, well, shit, I kind of want the webcam in here right now. And then I moved it. And then I was immediately like, I never want to have to do that again in my life because that was annoying. So I bought a second webcam. But in the process of trying to buy a second webcam, I had to spend like a few hours researching about webcams to learn what webcam to get and one that doesn't suck. And
Could you break it down for me, Barney style?
no. But if you're trying to be really cheap, anywhere between like $1 and $25, I haven't got a clue, dude. You're shit out of luck. You might as well use your phone. But if you want something that's like that looks good, that actually like when somebody looks at your webcam, they'll think to themselves, that looks good. There's really only a few options, and you're kind of like you're basically you're going to spend like between $80 and $100 for that range for someone to look at it and go, that looks good. But $100 on the money pretty much is what you're gonna want. This was a weird way of phrasing that. Anyway, the best one that I could find that was like a budget webcam that actually looks good is the OBS Spot Meet 2, which is like a little tiny webcam. It looks very small, but it has a 1/2-inch sensor in it, which is considerably better than most webcams. So the image quality is better. It also has a pretty fast focus on it. It handles low light very well, and it's 4K. So it just seems to like. Also, the color looks really good. It looks a little bit like over or undersaturated or oversaturated, if that makes sense. You have to kind of play with the saturation a little bit to get it to look not washed out. But once you do that, it looks pretty fucking awesome. It looks good. It's as close as you can get to like a DSLR.
Yeah.
Alternatively, though, if you're going crazy and you want to have the absolute best, you do get a DSLR. You get like you'd end up spending, I think when I was looking and I was trying to budget for like what's the cheapest but best quality DSLR I can get that has a swappable lens, a full-sized sensor, and shoots in 4K and basically has what I need, and then including the Elgato cam link that you'd need in order to like connect it to your computer, and also most of those cameras don't take AC power, so you have to get a battery, like a battery adapter. So it's like a thing you plug into it that like goes where the battery would go, and acts like a battery, but it's actually being powered from the wall. For all of that, the least you can get, or the cheapest you can get, is about around $1,300. But if you do that, you'd be set. Like you wouldn't want anything else. But then there's one step below that. So you either go for that. You either spend $1,300 to get the absolute best,
Go for broke.
or there's a middle ground in between good and the best, which is Razer makes a weird ass webcam,
Okay.
and it's like $400, and it kind of looks really stupid, but it physically, like the case of it, but the actual quality is pretty good. Like it's a really, really good webcam. It's basically, like, most people aren't going to be able to tell the difference between it and a DSLR if you're streaming or whatever, especially if you're streaming. But
When
in
would you
videos.
ever use a 1300 webcam?
So there's a lot of actual gigantic advantages to buying that. And that's why I was really, 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 really considering it. And I still kind of think I might do it eventually if I ever just, like, get the real urge to impulse buy something, or if it's, like, Christmas and I'm like, I want to buy something for myself, but I literally have no fucking idea what to get.
Yeah.
I could do it. But because you're not just buying it as a webcam, it's a full camera.
Yeah.
Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, you can take really good photos with it. You could take really good videos with it. The fact that it would have a swappable lens means that you can make all kinds of really awesome shit with it. Like,
How big is it?
I mean, we're talking a DSLR. It's going to be about this big. It's
Okay,
like,
yeah.
it's like a sandwich.
It's like a sandwich size.
And
Maybe like an Xbox controller, but flat.
yeah, but like, that's not including the lens, which could be like that wide out in front of it, like another sandwich.
Sandwich and link.
Yeah, sandwich length outwards. But yeah, I don't know. I do want one because I like taking pictures is cool. It'd be cool to take like really high quality pictures, and like I also think that to me, it's really funny. Like, I don't know, it's a weird form of funny, but I think it's really funny when a photo is like way higher quality than it needs to be for whatever it is you're doing. Like, if I'm like, check out, like, having a conversation, I'm like talking about a controller, and like I have like a dusty Xbox controller somewhere, and I take like this insanely immaculate photo of like a dusty Xbox controller and send it. Like, that's hilarious to me. And then just being able to like do YouTube videos, like, it would make me want to make more videos. Like, phone cameras are really good. They're miles better than they used to be. And you can still make really cool stuff. But like, something about buying a camera like that would be sort of motivating to make more stuff. But a big part of it is the lens swapping. I would love to be able to like play around with that. Like, that would be like a fun hobby to kind of get into for a little while, of just like shopping around for different lenses. Lenses are not cheap, so it would be expensive. Like, but I would, every once in a while, like every few years, I could buy like a $400 lens and get like a crazy wide angle lens, like one that's just ridiculous, like almost like 280 FOV or more, like some insane
Good
FOV
Lord.
lens for no reason. Take damn near panorama photos, and then like, there's so many fun things you can do with a wide camera lens. You can get real close to it, and your face looks like you've been torn open into the void, and you get a wide ass face.
Salud.
Or like a really narrow lens, and those are fun because you can also take like really wacky photos with them.
Yeah.
Or like a macro lens, so you can take like really high resolution, tiny photos of little things.
I would like to get pictures of you on the refrigerator of you messing with lenses and taking pictures.
But I don't know. It's just, it wasn't really worth it. I got, after looking around and like watching loads of videos and reading loads of articles and looking at specs, the OBS Bot Meet 2 pretty much had everything. Because there's another version of the OBS Bot that's, I think it's called the OBS Bot something. I think it's OBS Bot Tiny 2 or Tiny or something. It's essentially the same thing as the Meet 2, but it's on a gimbal.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cool because it will track you like wherever you go. And then I think you'd be able to maybe do like preset gimbal stuff with it. Like, if you're playing a game and you're like, you want somebody to like look at your keyboard, you could like press a button in your Elgato and then have your camera go zip and like goes down to your keyboard, and you can like kind of show what's going on.
Yeah.
And then press another button and it goes zip back up to your face. Or if you're like, if you're streaming and you have like stuff you want to show in a room, like if you have like an actual set going on and you want to like walk around that space during streaming, which is not something I do, you could do it. But like, I couldn't. I thought it would be kind of cool. Also, I think it's a slightly better quality than the Meet 2 even, but it wasn't significant enough for me to go for it, even though it was only like a little extra. I just couldn't justify spending like any more money just to have a gimbal that I'm never going to use, even if the camera's slightly better.
Yeah.
It just didn't make sense.
It would be really fun to have like a studio that where we could set up a whole bunch of like little gag things that we could do during streams during certain events.
It would be way better, but we need a house.
Yeah.
This is like we're living in here. You can't really do that in the place you live.
We could set up like something in front of the buzzball tree or something.
even that's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because there's always shit. Like we got like boxes over here and fucking Gordo sitting there slowly rotting to death and
Poor Gordo.
fucking it just clutter everywhere. Like tons of we don't have enough storage for all the shit we have, so there's just stuff everywhere.
There'd be wire. There's already wires going everywhere, but then you do more wires going everywhere.
It's really gnarly the amount of wires. That we have wires just running through the center of our entire apartment, like all the way down the length of the entire apartment.
Yeah.
Literally from the far wall all the way to that very other side. There's wires that just run all the way down.
I wonder if it's a little suspicious looking if you're not like a tech person.
I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. It would be cool. Eventually one day I want to get like a basement and do stuff. If I had a basement, I would probably want to section it off and have like a sort of streaming game, like board game kind of hangout area, and then the other half of it would just be a home theater. I really want a home theater. That's like basically my only goal in life is to fucking somehow get to a point where I can have a home theater
In a basement.
preferably in a basement.
Yeah.
If I had enough money, I'd soundproof a room on the surface, but that's like even more insane. But like a basement home theater would be like the most. Because it first of all, just putting it in a basement instantly solves so many problems. Sound problems, lighting issues, like, those are the two biggest ones. But you can like really deck it out after that. Those are two things that are really hard to fix. It's hard to soundproof, and it's hard to get lighting to be really low. So, but yeah, I don't know. We do gotta go. I don't want to move. Sucks. I'm really digging the Ready Player One book though. I'm almost done with it. I'm like at the end of it.
Did we interrupt your book yesterday? We were trying to play Smoke on the Water, and it said like playing on Nathan's device, and then it never.
I don't think so.
Here. Okay, we were worried that we just like you were listening to the book and it just interrupted it with Smoke on the Water. And
no, what time?
Right after lunch break. It was like at 1 or 2 o'clock.
I don't think anything happened.
Okay, well that's good. All right, well, I guess we got to go.
Yar.
Bye-bye to Friday. Yay, Friday.
Yar.
Woo!
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
I started without my microphone being fixed. This is awkward. Lunch break? What is today? Friday?
Friday, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Is it Friday?
Yeah.
It is Friday.
Yar.
Holy shit.
Yar.
It's fucking Friday.
Yar.
Get it? Like the alliteration?
No.
So, I worked today, and while I was working, I did some work, and I actually found out that if you work gets done sometimes.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Really? Like, you did work and work got done?
Yeah, it was quite surprising. Like, I fucking, I don't know how to say it. I worked and I'm allergic to it or something. I worked and I got a project out today. It was amazing. Like, it worked.
That's wild.
Then, of course, immediately afterwards, I got a new project, and now it's back at the same old rigmarole that we've been talking about all week. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you tell me I did my job, even though it's my job to tell you what to do?
Right. Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, no, things have really been clearing out today. Like, I've had all kinds of nightmare stuff that I've had to deal with for like a long time just piling up. And I've actually made like a huge dent in it. I only have like 2 things now, and one of them, I mean, both of them are, well, one of them's really bad. But the other ones that I'm actually working on now is pretty nice. And I'm definitely not going to get to the worst one until like next week, so it's pretty chill.
Yeah, it's a next week problem. Fuck it. Today's chill.
I finished Ready Player One, the first one, and then started the second one.
And it's confirmed to be Will Wheaton.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I also realized how jarring the second book is, because the first one ends in such a way where you're like, that was fine. That's a good ending. It should stay like that. And then the second one sort of shows up uninvited. And it's like, on Audible, it has like an 85%, you know? So it's like,
yeah.
it's got good ratings. But then when you go to like, and then like, I think on Google, it's got like an 88. And then I think Goodreads gave it like a 3.5
It seems a little
out of
down.
5. And then after all of that, like, I don't know, like, while I was actually going through it, like, I started having like the actual memory of like, what is this book? Because I couldn't really remember when I first started it. I remember I finished like when I all the way through the first one, I could not. It was the same thing. Like, I didn't know how it ended. I was excited to hear how it ended because I was like, it's been so long, I really don't remember. And super satisfying. Great book all the way through. The second one starts off in a way where you're like, no, this is stupid. Like, this just feels like they're pushing it in edgewise. It's a kind of awful premise. Like, we didn't need another one of these. The last one ended so fucking perfect. And then, what I'm getting at is I'm kind of torn because while I don't really care for the premise, and I also kind of don't like that this book exists on principle, just because the first one was perfect.
I have a question.
There are a lot of people that give it really high ratings. What?
Does the first book end in such a way where a second book is not necessary?
I mean, you don't need a second book, really. Like,
I get like the first book is more about the story you're trying to figure out the puzzle of who the guy was so he can inherit the company. Does he do that in the first book by the end of it?
I mean, the first book concludes fully. It's fine, right? You really don't need a second book. The second book is a new plot that was attached onto the first one with the just it's felt like it was just for the sake of having another book.
Yeah.
And the writer is a good writer, so they somehow managed to like make it work story-wise, but like you can tell from the very beginning that it's like this book is not needed. Like, this is a very edgewise book. I think it's still worth listening to or reading, but like from what other people have said about it too, who have experienced both of them, a lot of people say like while the first one has like massive rereadability, like you might want to read it 4 or 5 times, you know? The second one is like it's worth reading once, but only once. Like you get through the first one and then you can just ignore this. You can read the second one, but then just never read it again. I still think it's worth it because of how wild it is. Like, it really just goes in a completely fucking different direction. But like, a lot of people are like, I don't even like the way it ends. Like, a lot of people don't like the ending of it and don't really see themselves wanting to listen to it again or read it again. So, yeah. Again, I'm torn. Because again, the book is like narrative-wise, like the way, like again, the writer's good. It's not a bad book.
It's still fun.
Right, but it feels like that effort, that energy, all of that time could have been spent writing a new, better book, or like a new beginning, like a fully new story, instead of making a second book on to this series that really just didn't need to be a series. But I don't know. With that being said, the first book does end in such a way that kind of like implies that there is more story to be told. But like it doesn't need to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it kind of left you in the sense of like oh, you can kind of imagine what could happen from that point on, and that's kind of good enough. But I don't know. It's weird. But again, the first book, amazing, and I'm already started the second one, and now I don't want to stop reading it, so I'll probably finish the second one too.
That's good. I've changed my mind in the order of which I'm going to do books. I originally said I was going to do Carl, Expeditionary Force, Harry Potter, Ready Player One. I'm going to switch the Harry Potter with the Ready Player One because I figure by the time I finish Ready Player One, there'll be even more Harry Potter books, and then I can just do that more in a row. I don't want to go Harry Potter, Ready Player One, then Harry Potter again.
I think the next Harry Potter does come out. What day is it? It might come out next month on like the 11th or something. I wanted to say this month, but it's already the 20th, so I don't think so. One big thing though is that this weekend, Friday, it's either going to be sometime Friday or Friday night. The new Gorillaz album is released.
Oh yeah.
Which I'm pretty stoked about. Like, I've been listening to like, oh god, I'm dying over here. I've been listening to like the other songs and stuff that they've already released, and I like them. Like, it's awesome, and so I don't know. I'm really stoked.
Yeah, there's never been a Gorillaz song, an album that I've ever like not enjoyed listening to. It's just some I enjoy way more than others, but they're all enjoyable.
Yeah, I'm genuinely stoked because I really like the theme of this one. It's like basically they were just like tripping through, because I think The Fall, he was going through America and like kind of wrote it about America, like the West.
No, Texas, can you hear me?
And then like Plastic Beach was obviously about the plastic beach, about like the whole like a pollution kind of theme, an ocean kind of theme. And then, but this one's all like India, and like all of it's heavily inspired by like Indian music.
What was Song Machine about?
Song Machine.
It was like more about the Great Britain, because there's two songs that come to mind from Song Machine. There's I can't remember the name of the song, but it's the one where he has like that British rapper, and there's a music video where like 2D and Murdoch are like dancing in there with British rap. I can't remember the lyrics off the top of my head, but then there's the other song that I remember the name of, Cracker Island, which is obviously the UK.
Yeah. No, that whole album I think was about the UK.
And Strange Times. Oh, that was a good one.
I think a lot of what he seems to do is tour and then just make music while touring, or start writing stuff while touring, and then gets inspiration from going on tours is usually what he does.
Yeah.
Again, like I think I said before that all of Andromeda was done on an iPad. I think I was wrong. I think Andromeda was done. I don't know how it was done. It may have been. I don't know. But I know for a fact that The Fall was.
Andromeda's from the Humans album.
Right. But like, I don't think the whole Humans album was done like that. But when you go back and listen to The Fall, knowing that it was made like that, you can definitely kind of hear how he was working with like limitations. And it kind of makes it more sound. Like, I almost finished the album today. I listened to like half of it and then started listening to my book.
I don't know if it's a thing with all the albums, but I know it's a thing with like all the recent albums, like Plastic Beach and onwards, except for The Fall, is they're always like collaborating with a bunch of other bands.
Yeah.
And The Fall is not like that. Like it was Damien. He solely made it, except for one song. He collabs with a black singer I can't think of the name of, but he was like dying, and he talks about that in the song.
Huh.
You'd recognize the song immediately if you heard it.
Yeah.
What are the lyrics? Why can't I remember any of the lyrics to these songs right now?
Well, some of the lyrics on The Fall were literally just like. It was like you could tell that it was words, but it was so heavily like there were so many effects on it that there's nothing. It just sounds like washed out, like sounds.
The singer I'm talking about, he sings like kind of like a jazz or like an operatic singer.
Huh. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember. I don't think I got to that one.
Trying to think of the lyrics, but I just can't. It doesn't matter.
But I've definitely listened to every single song by the Gorillaz many times. It's not they don't have that many albums. They only have like maybe 6 or 7 albums.
Sounds about right. I know
6, 7.
6, 7. My favorite album is still it's like one of their most least well performing albums. It's called D-Sides. It's the album with Murdoch is God and Fire Out a Monkey's Head and a bunch of other songs like that. The fucking that one song that we sung during karaoke, I'm feeling very blah blah.
Oh, yeah.
I want to blah blah. That's on D-Sides as well.
Right. Yeah. The Gorillaz is just good in general. I don't know, man. And also, we did stream Kingdom Hearts yesterday. Gonna stream it again Sunday.
Fun to watch.
Huh?
I said that was fun to watch. I had it open while I was playing Baldur's Gate.
Gotcha. And then we're doing that's cool. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, you're doing Sims on Monday.
Oh yeah.
And then I was thinking of doing Resident Evil 4 on Tuesday. I think I'm gonna do that. Like, I'm not 100% committed to it, but I think that's my plan. And then kind of go from there. I kind of want to play more Tony Hawk again, because I've been kind of craving that, even though I know that game makes me really frustrated, and I just kind of like hate myself the whole time I'm playing it.
Don't bite the controller.
It's one of those things where it's like we were playing it, and I know like it's a game that's hard to the point where like it's only hard if you stop playing it. So like if you're once you play it, if you play it for like an hour, you get the skills in it to like really start nailing stuff. But then you stop playing it for a while and you pick it up again and you're like, God damn, I suck at this game. Like I can't do anything. It's like somehow it's like not like it's the opposite of riding a bike, Tony Hawk. It's like you have to relearn the game every single time you play it. And I don't know. It's a little frustrating, but
I wanted to mention something that happened in Baldur's Gate yesterday because it was really silly. We were fighting this boss that we kept dying to like over and over. It took us like 5 or 6 attempts, 6 or 7. But on one of the attempts that we failed on, the last move that I made, it just made me laugh a bunch. Everyone was like either dead or out of moves, and I was like super low on health, and I had one move left. I couldn't attack or anything. I could either push or throw something from my inventory. So I threw a dead rat at the giant demon, and this giant demon's like the size of a building.
Right.
I just chuck a dead rat at him, and it does one singular damage. The rat explodes, but the fucking giant demon flinches like I just hit him with like a fucking car. And he was like, "Oh!"
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just very silly. You just made like this. The rat just explodes and makes this like sound.
Yeah.
No, it's a very satisfying and silly game sometimes.
We gotta go.
Yeah, back to work. At least it's Friday, and we get weekend tomorrow.
It's Friday.
All right, well, bye.
It's Friday.
Weekend. Woo!